Top 10 most powerful old money families. When we think of wealth, it's easy to picture tech moguls and startup billionaires. But long before the digital age, there were families whose riches were carved into history, not earned overnight, but built over centuries. These are the powerhouses of old money, families whose influence spans empires, whose names are whispered in elite circles, and whose legacy continues to shape the world we live in today.
Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 most powerful old money families. A journey into hidden wealth, quiet power, and dynasties that have stood the test of time. Top 10 most powerful old money families. 10. The Agnelli family, Italy. Industry: automotive, media, finance. The Agnelli family is often referred to as the Italian Kennedys. Rich, powerful, and deeply influential. The dynasty began with Giovanni Agnelli, who founded Fiat in 1899, the company that would become the backbone of Italy's industrial revolution. Their empire extends far beyond cars. Through their holding company EXOR, the Agnellis control stakes in Ferrari, Juventus Football Club, the Economist, and even the Stellantis Automotive Group. Giovanni's grandson, Johnny Agnelli, known for his impeccable style and global connections, elevated the family's influence to an international level, advising prime ministers and U.S. presidents alike. Despite tragedy and scandal, the Agnelli legacy remains tightly woven into Italy's economy and cultural identity. 9. The Wallenberg family, Sweden. Industry: banking, technology. If there's a Swedish company you recognize, chances are the Wallenbergs had something to do with it. For over 160 years, this family has silently controlled much of Sweden's economy through a complex web of foundations and investment firms. They have holdings in Ericsson, Electrolux, Saab, AstraZeneca, and many more. What makes them unique is their commitment to philanthropy and education, channeled through the Wallenberg Foundations, which fund scientific research and innovation on a massive scale. They rarely seek the spotlight, yet their motto echoes their quiet dominance. To be, not to be seen. 8. The Mitsui family, Japan. Industry: banking, trading, chemicals. The Mitsui legacy dates back to the 17th century when Mitsui Takatoshi started a kimono shop in Edo, modern-day Tokyo. That modest beginning evolved into one of the largest keiretsu, powerful industrial and financial conglomerates, in Japan. Today, Mitsui Group spans industries from finance and trading to energy and pharmaceuticals. They were instrumental in Japan's industrialization, and during World War II, they supplied much of the nation's military needs. Post-war, the family maintained influence through quiet reorganization, preserving their empire under the surface. Though now more corporate than familial, the Mitsui name still carries historic weight in Asia's financial elite. 7. The DuPont family, USA. Industry: chemicals, defense, politics. The DuPont started as French nobility but became American industrial royalty. Eleuthère DuPont fled the French Revolution and founded a gunpowder mill in Delaware in 1802, a company that would evolve into the chemical giant DuPont. For over a century, DuPont was responsible for innovations ranging from nylon to Kevlar, Teflon, and more. At one point, the family had so much wealth and influence that they were referred to as the backbone of the American economy. They also wielded considerable political power, marrying into other elite families and influencing national policy, especially during both World Wars. Though less visible today, the DuPont legacy is deeply embedded in American science, politics, and business. 6. The Rockefellers, USA. Industry: oil, philanthropy, finance. No list of old money families is complete without the Rockefellers. John D. Rockefeller was the world's first billionaire and founder of Standard Oil, a company so powerful it was broken up by antitrust laws, yet still left the family fabulously rich through spin-offs like ExxonMobil and Chevron. Their influence, however, goes far beyond oil. They've funded global institutions like the University of Chicago, Rockefeller University, and the United Nations headquarters. From political advisors to bankers, the Rockefellers have shaped global policy for generations. Even today, They sit on boards and councils that influence international finance and diplomacy. 5. The House of Rothschild, Europe. Industry, banking, wine, philanthropy. Perhaps the most legendary old money family in the world, the Rothschilds built a financial empire in the 18th and 19th centuries. Mayer Amschel Rothschild established a banking dynasty with 5 sons sent to major European cities, London, Paris, Vienna, Naples, and Frankfurt, forming a financial network never seen before. They financed wars, stabilized economies, and advised monarchs. Myths and conspiracy theories often swirl around their immense wealth, a sign of how deeply embedded they are in history. Though no longer unified as a single financial entity, the Rothschild name still commands respect in banking, winemaking, and global diplomacy. 4. The House of Saud, Saudi Arabia. Industry, oil, politics, real estate. Not traditionally seen as old money in the Western sense, the House of Saud has controlled vast wealth since the discovery of oil in the Arabian Peninsula in the early 20th century. As the ruling royal family of Saudi Arabia, their influence extends far beyond borders. Aramco, the state-owned oil company, is one of the most valuable companies in the world, and the family's wealth is estimated in the hundreds of billions. They have reshaped geopolitics, controlled energy markets, and today are investing in futuristic megaprojects like Elm. Their power lies not just in money, but in governance, a rare fusion of monarchy and economic might. 3. The Medici family, Italy. Industry, banking, art, politics. Going back to the Renaissance, no family epitomizes the blend of power, money, and culture like the Medici. They built the largest bank in Europe during the 15th century and used their wealth to sponsor artists like Michelangelo, Da Vinci, and Botticelli, fueling the cultural rebirth of Europe. The Medicis weren't just patrons, they were political kingmakers. 4 popes and 2 queens of France came from the family. Though the Medici line ended in the 18th century, their legacy lives on in the art, architecture, and politics of Europe, a blueprint for power that many tried to imitate. 2. The House of Windsor, United Kingdom. Industry, monarchy, land ownership, global diplomacy. The British royal family, formerly known as the House of Windsor, is not just a symbol of tradition, it's a global brand and one of the most enduring dynasties in modern history. With landholdings, investments, and influence across the Commonwealth, their power is both ceremonial and substantial. Their wealth includes the Duchy of Lancaster and Crown Estate, valued in the billions. But their true influence lies in diplomacy, tradition, and continuity. The late Queen Elizabeth II reigned over 70 years, navigating wars, political upheavals, and global transformations with measured influence. Whether admired or criticized, the Windsors remain central to Britain's national identity and global cultural diplomacy. 1. The House of Rothschild, global. Yes, again, because no other family quite compares. While earlier we highlighted the historical aspect, the Rothschild legacy is so vast it deserves the top spot. The family managed to build and maintain wealth across multiple generations, surviving wars, revolutions, and market crashes. They helped finance the British war effort against Napoleon, played a role in the formation of Israel, and discreetly shaped European economies. Even today, Rothschild and Company continues to operate as one of the world's most respected financial institutions. Their true power? Quiet consistency. Not headline-making splurges or tech startups, but control, legacy, and the ability to influence from behind the scenes. Conclusion. Old money doesn't just mean wealth, it means endurance, influence, and legacy. These families didn't just accumulate riches, they rewrote history, redrew borders, and helped mold the modern world. While the names may not always dominate headlines, their fingerprints are everywhere, in the policies we follow, the art we admire, and the very systems that run our world. And as history unfolds, one thing is certain, the power of old money isn't just in what it owns, but in how quietly and profoundly it shapes everything around us.